from Seminole County today. I thought they got rid of those bloody Indians. Go on. Look at that, it works. Okay, talking of Indians, do you know there's a new Indian restaurant that's opened up in town?
Yeah.
What's it called now?
Seminole restaurant.
It's called what?
The Seminole
The
restaurant.
Seminole restaurant. Actually, I think that the guy that works in there, in the Indian cloakroom there, I think he's moved in next door to me because I asked him his name. And he asked him what he did. He said he was a program attendant. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Mahatma Coke." We got drunk. Actually, when I was driving here, I got pulled over by the police. And kind of worrying. The cops here have got no sense of humour. Unlike England, they do give you a little bit of a chance, but you can't joke with an American cop. He pulled me over, he said, "You were doing 84 miles an hour." I said, "That's impossible." He said, "Why is it impossible?" I said, "I've only been out 5 minutes." He said, "Did you know that your wife fell out of the car 5 miles down the road?" I said, "Thank Christ for that." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I thought I'd gone deaf." The men like that one. He actually asked me if I'd been drinking. I said, "Of course I have. Do you think I'm normally drive like this?" He didn't like that. He said, "Can you identify yourself?" So I looked in the rear view mirror and I said, "That's me." Then he got really clever. He said, "Is this car automatic?" I said, "Yeah, but I've got to be here." He said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm on my works outing." He said, "What do you mean you works outing? There's only you." I said, "Well, I'm self-employed." But explain that to that guy there, will you? He said, "The breathalyzer was broken." I thought, thank God for that. Then he got his bottle out. He said, "You got to pee in this bottle." I said, "What, from here?" But I got very lucky because the alcohol content was so high, they drank it. Now we're going to get serious. I've got to read this because there's some last minute changes to who we decided to thank. First of all, we've got to thank the City of Mount Dora and the Mayor, Nick Jerome. Where's Nick? Welcome, Nick. You've got to do something about those free parking spaces, all right? You've got to work on that. We also need to thank the Mount Dora Library Association because the guys and girls here put this event on last year and this year, and I think they do a great job. And everything they raised from these gigs, they put it all into the library, one of the best libraries in Florida, I'm told, by him. Also been told to thank, a special thanks to the Orlando Mini Cooper Club. They're obviously in the house. And who else we got to thank? Hillcrest Insurance, are they in? Yeah. Cody's Cafe and Bar, they're in the lobby. They've got a big sign up there, by the way. It says drinks at popular prices. I pay $7 for a Bud Light. I said, "You call that popular?" He said, "Well, we like it." And last but by no means least, the Magical Meat Boutique. That's If you guys don't know this place, it's one of the funniest places in Mount Dora. We have a lot of fun down there. In the interval, there's going to be a silent auction for a framed Pete Best autograph. Raffle tickets are $1 each or $6 to $5. There's going to be 2 11x17 framed photographs of the Beatles at Carnegie Hall, and one of them's in a Rolls Royce Silver Cloud. Apparently that one, was that the one that was the last one of them all together? I think they crashed the bloody car, but never mind. And there's a movie poster from BeatleBeat and a Beatles collectible basket. Actually, serious note here, I've got an email in, while we're talking about this stuff, from Sir Paul McCartney. And yeah, and he was going to be here. He said, sorry he couldn't be here in person. It's true, he was going to be here. But he said he couldn't be here today because today his mum is 111. Oh, sorry, ill. Thank you. This is important. There's a couple of news flashes come in here. O.J. Simpson, who remembers O.J.? He's getting married again. Yeah, he said he wants another stab at it. That's a good joke. And this one's very, very serious. Anybody been to the Tampa Heart Hospital? The Tampa Heart Hospital?
They never came back.
No. Apparently on Friday lunchtime they gave a man there a horse's heart. And latest report is he's in stable condition. I didn't know this was going to be a nightclub atmosphere. Okay, after those sponsors, I'd like to thank my own personal sponsor. His name is Tim, he's right down there. He's actually bidding in some of this. He paid me $25 to promote him. He's from Tim's International Traders, and he wanted me to put his logo up on the stage here. So we can't get any help, we've got to do it myself. What? I don't think you thought this through, Tim. Also want to mention Al, Uncle Al. These are all honest guys. He's the big guy down here that he does a lot of work for the place. He had a nasty accident and he actually nearly wasn't here tonight. Apparently he fell off his wallet. And it's Troy. Where's Troy Hayes? Where's Troy? He works pretty hard. Where's Troy? He's hiding. I thought he might be because he learned today, and you can put your hands together with this, he became the father of an 8-pound, 4-ounce Bonnie bouncing baby boy. And if his wife finds out, she's going to kill him. Okay. I like the giggler down there, it's good. Just to let you know a little bit about myself. When Al hired me last year for this, he gave me just a little bit of notice. This year he gave me a year, I'm still not too well prepared. But anyway, I was born at a very young age in England. And I was always very adventurous. I knew I was a naughty kid because I was nearly 5 before I found out my name was a Don't Touch! But I left home at 10. I came back at 12 for my lunch. We were so poor after the war that, as you probably know, we were broke in England, and my mum and dad was quite adventurous. They went into the iron and steel business. My mum used to iron and my dad used to steal. And my dad played the piano. He actually was a good pianist. And he used to play the piano for a few pennies in some of the pubs. The pubs were really rough in England, I've got to tell you. They were so rough, they threw the drunks in. And they used to put a pig in the saloon bar as an air freshener. But he was playing one night in a pub that was actually rising the standards. The guy bought a brand new baby grand piano and a beautiful red velvet stool. And the guy was a little bit concerned at my dad with his raggedy clothes and his arse hanging out of his trousers sitting on this stool. So he took the stool away and put him on this old wicker chair. And he's playing away and one of these guys could see what was going on. He went up to him and he said, "Excuse me, Mr. Pianist," he said, "but do you know your private parts are hanging through the old wicker chair?" He said, "No, son," he said, "but if you sing the first line, I'll catch up with you." He told me to get off already. Anybody been to the fortune tellers in Mount Dora, or the clairvoyants? I went to go to the first one and I was kind of suspicious because there was a big sign that said, you know what clairvoyants are, and fortune tellers, I take it. And there's a big sign on the door that said closed due to unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, I knew you'd do that. The worst guy that could ever come and see me was this guy here. You grunt. Shut up, Paul. Okay, what was the program over here on TV where the guy used to, I think his name was Art Linkletter? Can you say the darndest thing? That's right. Did you hear about the grandma taking the little granddaughter and grandson to see grandpa? He was in hospital, not doing too well. Well, the little girl broke her hands away from her grandma. She ran into the hospital, went into the grandpa's room, was laying there feeling pretty poorly. She said, "Grandpa, when Grandma gets here, can you make us sound like Kermit the Frog? He said, boy, why is that been done? Well, I heard Grandma say that when you croak, we're all going to Disney. Mum looked at the thing, and then I'm going to announce you up here. Are the guys ready yet?
Yeah.
Are they ready? Where are they?
Tell them to hurry up.
He said 2 more minutes. These guys, are they ready? Okay. One final line from me. An 8-year-old girl wrote in the paper in England. This was very funny. I thought it was anyway. They'd been given some biology lessons and asked to write some little notes. And the little girl wrote this classic sentence: all life begins with a small orgasm. Organism. Anyway, guys, so what's happening? They come going to walk on? Okay, where we go? Well, it gives me great pleasure, and it has done since I was about 14, to introduce to you some talented lads. In fact, they've just been on a 4-day tour in a dark and dangerous place where hardly anybody speaks English. They've been down in Kissimmee. But, ladies and gentlemen, I give you BeatleBeat.